Dodge City and in the territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers. And that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. The story of a man who moved with it. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
Morning, Miss Ida Mae.
Hiya, Marshal.
Good morning, John.
Hey, Matt. Wait a second.
What? Oh, hiya, Doc.
Oh, on my way over to jail. After you.
Oh?
You heard about the Longhorn?
No, what about it?
You haven't heard, or you wouldn't ask.
Well, heard what, Doc?
Well, I'll walk along with you if you're heading that way.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was heading that way. Hey, what's all that crowd out in front there for?
In due time, Matt. In due time.
You know, Doc, there's only one thing that makes you happier than having a secret, and that's to collect your coroner's fee.
Might get a fee out of this, too, for it's over.
No wonder you're all worked up.
Hey, have you heard about the Longhorn? It's the
What?
doggone thing. Your Longhorn, the doggone thing I ever come across.
Morning, Mr. Dillon.
Hiya, Chester.
Say, you heard about the Longhorn?
No, Chester, I have not heard about the Longhorn.
What?
He's upset, Chester. He's the only man in Dodge who hasn't heard.
Look, so help me, Doc, if this is one of your practical jokes.
No. I had nothing to do with it. You'll see.
Will you pardon me, ma'am?
Let him through.
Pardon me, please.
Let me through.
Excuse
please.
Well, Mr. Dillon?
What do you think of it, Matt? Aside from the misspelled words.
The Longhorn been closed all morning?
Yep, locked tight. That sign was on the door daylight.
The Longhorn Saloon will open at 8 o'clock tonight with new management and a new policy. Everybody welcome. Signed the new manager, Mamie.
Mamie? That's a woman, Matt.
Lately of Kansas City, St. Louis, and points east.
Well, I don't know, Mr. Dillon. We never had a woman running a saloon in Dodge City before.
And we won't now, Chester. The boys won't let her last an hour, I'm afraid.
Be kind of fun for that hour, though.
And another thing, if this Mamie is the new manager, what's happened to Herman Bleeker?
Well, I don't know. He must have sold it to her.
He didn't say anything about it yesterday morning.
That's right. I saw him over at the livery stable in the afternoon showing off one of them fancy vests he's always ordering. And he never said one word about it.
Well, you know that little Popinjay. He's flighty. Probably happened sudden.
Too sudden, Doc. Even for Herman.
Say, come think of it, I haven't seen him all morning. And he's usually strutting up and down Front Street, preening himself like a powder pigeon.
Yeah, he's probably upstairs there, sleeping in, getting ready for the opening tonight.
We gonna be here, Mr. Dillon?
Mamie, huh?
Mr. Dillon?
Huh? Oh, yeah, Chester. We're gonna be here.
I'm sorry, boys, but she's upstairs. Said she'd be down about 8 o'clock, and that's all I know about it. Now, if you want to order anything, let's hear it. And if you don't, just shut up.
Say, the boys are acting kind of rambunctious, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, she'll wish she stayed in St. Louis and points east.
Say, Matt, I was talking to the bartender. I asked him what she looks like, and he said if he told me, I wouldn't believe it.
Now, the fella I'd like to talk to is Herman Bleeker.
Yeah, well, nobody's seen hiding here him. You know, Matt, I'm beginning to wonder, too.
Howdy, strangers.
What?
Welcome to the Longhorn. I'm Mamie, the new owner.
Mamie, she said.
My gracious sakes alive.
190 pounds if she weighs an ounce.
The bartender was right. I wouldn't have believed it.
Boys, it looks like we're going to be doing business together, so let's get things straight right in the beginning. Now, in the first place, the minute you stick your foot inside that door, you're on my stomping ground. I'm the boss of this shebang, and don't you ever forget it. When I tell anybody to hop, he hops. Is that clear? Now, tell you what, I aim to give the squarest deal in town. All the liquor here is going to be aged over 30 days, and the dancing girls aged under 30 years. The liquor is straight, and the girls are graceful. There's only 4 aces in every deck, and the cards only read from the front side. You'll get a fair shake for your money, but there ain't gonna be no fandangling. And another thing, mister! I'm talking.
Well, so am I, you old battle axe.
Excuse me, boys.
Oh, looks like it started, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, wait a second.
He paid for his drink?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you wall-eyed little maverick. Come on! Throw his head out after him. Now, as I was saying, boys, I just won't stand for no fandangling. Now, maybe some of you figured I was wearing this six-shooter for a decoration. When I just cast your eyes on that ace of spades I got tacked up on the back wall. Now!
For the land's sakes, did you see that draw, Mr. Dillon?
Yeah, and she got the card, too.
Oh, the boys won't give her no trouble, man.
All right, boys, the first one's on the house. And it's the last free one you'll get. And the only credit I give is for funeral expenses. Belly up, boys!
Well, sir, Mr. Dillon?
Chester, I want to talk to Herman Bleecker more than ever.
Say, you know, she's big enough to... well, I'll bet she forced Herman to sell.
Yeah, maybe. Doc, I'll be right back. I want to talk to her.
Oh, that you was nothing, boys. Oh, you're the marshal, huh?
Yeah, that's right, ma'am. My name's Dillon.
Proud to shake your hand, Mr. Dillon.
Well, thank you, Miss Mamie. Welcome to Dodge City.
Mighty decent of you to express the sentiment, Marshal. I reckon you won't get much business around the Longhorn. I'll take care of any trouble that's around here.
It'd be quite a change. The boys used to push Bleecker around every now and then.
Oh, that runty little prairie dog.
I didn't know he was planning to sell, Miss Mamie. He must have made up his mind in a hurry.
Yeah? I made him an offer, and he took it. Just like that.
He found himself some new living quarters, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, he moved right out last night.
Oh. I wonder where he's holed up.
Huh?
There are a couple of things I'd like to see him about.
Well, now, I'll tell you, I'm afraid he left town, Mr. Dillon. I think he said something about taking the Santa Fe to St. Louis, now that I remember.
Oh, I see. Well, that's too bad. I'd sure like to have seen him. Well, I'll probably drop in now and then, Miss Mamie.
Sure. Anytime, Marshal. For you, it's on the house.
Thank you.
What'd you find out, Mr. Dillon?
Let's get out of here, Chester. Coming, Doc.
Sure. Oh, yes, with both ears a-flapping.
Well, boys, what do you think of her?
Oh, my gracious, Mr. Dillon, I sure would hate to meet her in the dark.
Oh, why, she's got a voice like a buffalo.
Ain't it awful? It just itches your ears, don't it?
Why, the woman's a human monstrosity.
I still haven't seen Herman.
What'd she say, man?
She says she thinks he left town.
Oh, she
Chester, I want you to check all the rooming houses and hotels along Front Street. I'm going to go to the railroad station and the stage lines. I'll meet you over at the jail, huh?
Yes, sir, Mr. Dillon.
Say, Matt, I think Herman keeps a horse over at the livery stable.
Yeah, I thought of that, Doc. I wonder, would you be good enough to look into that for me?
Why, sure, I'd be happy to.
You know, Mr. Dillon, She is an awful straight shot.
Yeah, Chester. I know.
You here, Matt?
Oh, yeah, come on in, Doc.
Well, his horse is still over at the stable. He didn't tell them anything about leaving.
He didn't leave, Doc. Mamie came in on the 9 o'clock train last night. Only one train out after that, around midnight. He wasn't on it. And he didn't buy a ticket on the stage either.
Yes, see, now what did I tell you? Matt, that settles it.
Yeah, of course, he may have moved into one of the hotels.
No, sir, Mr. Dillon, I'm afraid he didn't.
Oh, well, what'd you find out, Chester?
That nobody in this town has seen Herman Bleecker since around 9 o'clock last night.
Matt, I knew I'd get me a fee out of this, one way or the other.
Well, don't spend it yet, Doc. What?
Buenos noches, señores.
Oh, Manuel, come on in. Come on in.
Gracias, señor Dillon.
Well, what's on your mind?
Pues, señor, I was at the railroad depot when I hear you ask about the little one, el señor Bleecker.
No?
And the other, the señora. Oh, there is much woman on that one.
Well, there's no argument there, Manuel.
Señor, last night I have seen something which is strange.
No?
I am come home very late, 1 hour, 2 hours before dawn. I was visit a friend, you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
You see, I am walk home in much hurry, and it is very dark, señor. When at once I see this lantern in the arroyo behind the Longhorn Cantina.
Oh, a lantern, you say?
I am think, what is this? So I wait, and this lantern is come toward me. And when it is close, oh, this woman who I have no see one like her. Oh, what a scare.
Well, what was she doing in the arroyo?
I do not know, but is one thing I forget. She is carry something in her hand.
Well, what was it, Manuel?
A shovel, senor.
Find anything, Matt?
Well, there's something here, Doc, but I can't quite... Hold the lantern over here, will you, Chester?
Yes, sir, Mr. Dillon.
I found something here, if I can just get it loose.
Lantern all right, Mr. Dillon? Can you see what it is?
Yeah, it's fine, Chester. Yeah, I got it.
Oh.
It's a boot. Yeah, here's the other one.
Yeah. All that fancy stitching. Matt, those are his. I've seen them on him.
Yeah, so have I, Doc. Yesterday, in fact. Here, take him, Chester.
Yes, sir.
There's a bundle of some kind here.
Oh, you found the body, huh?
No, it's clothes, I think, Doc. Let's have a look. Yeah. That's all there is, too. The hole doesn't go any deeper. It's hard pan on the bottom there. Hold the lantern down, Chester. Let me get this unwrapped.
I'm not so sure about that coat, Mr. Dillon. A lot of them like that around town.
Yeah, I know, but take a look at this fancy vest.
Oh, that's Herman's. Nobody else in Dodge City'd ever wear a thing like that.
Well, from the looks of it, he won't be wearing it again.
We will return for the second act of Gunsmoke in just a moment. But first, the escape car speeds from the scene of the crime, and the victim notes its license number. Police investigating the case discover the car has an ironclad alibi. That just begins the excitement on tomorrow night's Gangbusters program. It's the case of the twice-parked car, an authentic crime story taken from actual police records. Don't miss Gangbusters, presented by CBS Radio tomorrow night over most of these same stations. Now, the second act of Gunsmoke.
How you coming, Doc?
Now, don't rush me, Matt. Don't rush me. I haven't made one of these blood tests in years. If you ask me, I don't see any use in making one now. Well, let me see. Pour the precipitate into here. What other kind of blood could it be except human?
Doc, I only want to be sure, that's all.
All right. Let me see. 5 drops of the sulfate. You sure look uncomfortable, Matt.
Well, how would you like to try arresting that lady, Doc?
Not my job to arrest her. All I'm doing is stopping up these loopholes Matt's trying to wiggle out of.
Well, that's real decent of you, Doc. Real decent.
No, sir, Matt, I don't recall you ever being in such a predicament. Oh, of course, I remember the night you shot it out with the Barkley boys over the Alfraganza. There were 3 of them, and you did not turn a hair. And then that other time when you got dry gulched by the Platte River gang.
All right, Doc, all right. But this is different. If I go to arrest that woman, she's just crazy enough to start a gunfight.
Oh, it's a problem. It's a problem, all right. Now, let's see. We'll just shake this up and warm it a bit. Yeah.
You know, there is one thing, though, Mr. Dillon. Shooting at a mark's not the same as a gunfight. Maybe she wouldn't even resist.
You really believe that, Chester?
No, sir. Oh, she ain't a woman. She's a human catastrophe.
She sure is from Matt.
Well, there's still a chance we may be going off half-cocked here. That blood could have got on Herman's vest a dozen different ways.
We'll soon see. Let's see now. A couple of drops of reagent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, now. And we'll look for the color change. So, turn up the lamp a little bit, will you, Chester, please?
All right, Doc.
Oh. Wow. Yes.
Well, Doc?
Well, it's tough luck, Matt. It's human blood. Hey, Matt, I thought we was going over to the Longhorn to talk to Mamie. How come the jail?
She'll keep, Doc. She's not going anywhere.
Looks cut and dried to me, Matt.
It might not if you were in my shoes. Come on in, boys.
You know, Mr. Dillon, when I talked to the barkeep, Finnegan, he said that when he showed up this morning to open the saloon, that woman was already inside waiting for him. She told him to come back at 8 o'clock tonight, and he didn't see no sign of Herman Bleecker.
Oh, well, there's another nail in your coffin, Matt.
Doc, if you keep this up, I'm going to deputize you and take you along with me.
He sure can have my job, Mr. Dillon.
No, you don't. I will not lift a hand in anger against a woman, especially that woman.
Keep thinking we could still be wrong
Oh,
somehow.
real diehard.
Look, now suppose Herman hurt himself some way.
How?
And he wanted to get away by himself and recuperate.
Where?
And suppose he didn't want anybody to know about it.
Why?
So he decided to stay with some friend.
Who?
And, well, maybe... come on, Chester, let's go. There she is at the end of the bar.
What are you going to do, Mr. Dillon?
Take her in, Chester. Maybe she'll talk when she's arrested. I gotta get that gun away from her some way.
It's not going to be easy.
And it's gotta be done. I've never drawn a gun on a woman yet, and I'm not starting now. If I could just manage to... I don't know. There might be a chance. Stick close to me, Chester.
Yes, Mr. Dillon.
Well, Marshal, mighty glad you dropped back in.
I was just wondering how you were getting along, Miss Lee.
Like a kid with 2 tongues and an all-day sucker. Say, now tell me, did you find that little weasel Herman Bleecker?
I thought you told me he'd left town.
Oh, well, I was was just guessing, Mr. Dillon. He said something about planning to. Here, step up and have a shot of poison.
No, thank you. As a matter of fact, I came back here for a particular purpose. Chester and I have a little bet on.
Mr. Dillon,
What kind of a bet is it, Marshal?
Well, it was about that shooting trick of yours, hitting the center of that playing card, you know. Chester figures that it was a fluke of luck. He's betting me that you can't do it 5 times in a row.
Well, we'll soon settle that. The card's still up there. Stand aside, boys! Mamie's gonna limber up her shooting irons and get out of the way. Get down there, Curly. All right. There's one. Couple of them.
You're doing fine so far.
How you doing down there, boys?
All dead center so far.
Say, you there, whatever your name is, what do you think of your bet now?
well, I guess I just kind of lost my head, Miss Mamie.
Well, 3 down, 2 to go. There's 4. And 1 more. Oh, yeah.
Well, what are you stopping now for, Mamie?
Well, I got some rules I go by, Marshal. One of them's never to fire my last shot and leave my gun empty.
Yeah, I see. Well, that's a pretty good idea, I guess.
Sorry to lose your bet for you, Marshal.
I'm convinced. Well, I guess that didn't quite...
Chester. Miss Mamie, I guess you're not a gambler yourself, huh?
Who says so? I'll take a fair bet at even odds any day of the week and twice in Philadelphia.
Well, in that case, I'll make you one. I got a pretty fair gun here. Or at least I thought so till I saw yours in action.
Well, I'd say yours every bit as good as mine.
Well, then how about a bet? Your gun against mine on the 1-cut high card, huh?
Well, now, how? I didn't...
Of course, it's all right with me if you'd rather back out on it.
Who's backing out? You got yourself a bet, Mr. Dillon. Finnegan, shuffle us a deck.
Okay, Miss Mamie.
It's a better a fight. Mamie never backs out.
There you are, Miss Mamie.
Now, who goes first, Mr. Dillon?
What? Ladies, always.
All right. If you're a friend, Lester'll cut him for us once.
It's Chester.
Never
It's Chester, be
mind. Cut
proud.
the cards.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Now, let's see what we've got.
Jack of spades. That's not bad.
Plenty good, Marshal. Plenty good enough to beat anything you can...
King of diamonds.
All right. I'm beat. Fair and square. You won yourself a gun.
Thank you. Here, Chester, will you take it?
Yes, sir.
And now the handcuffs.
Here, no!
Maybe you're under arrest.
Why, you, of all the sidewinds and double-crossing backhanded liars!
Mamie! Now, you're going to stay fastened to me until I get you in a cell, so you might as well make the best of it.
Why, you...
And as far as that's concerned, you'll be safer in jail than out of it once word gets around. People here in Dodge City thought a lot of Herman Bleecker.
That little sawed-off groundhog...
That's no excuse for killing him in cold blood.
What?
You heard him, Mamie. You killed me.
Bleecker!
This is the biggest night of my whole life. To hear somebody finally shut Mamie up and make her like it.
The marshal's a gentleman, you little weasel. He knows how to talk to a lady.
And to hear you say how much the town thinks of me, Mr. Dillon.
What's this all about, Herman?
Well,
I'll tell you what it's all about. Yes. This little grub worm ran out on me in Cincinnati 3 years ago. Like to broke my heart. I've been hunting him ever since, and last night I found him. I wailed the living daylights out of him.
Yeah, he looks like it. But why did you bury his clothes?
Mr. Dillon, would you want to be married to a man that dressed like that?
She pretty near murdered me, though, Mr. Dillon. I've been up there in bed all day, just too bruised and embarrassed to hobble downstairs.
Oh, we had our ups and downs, Marshal, me and Herman. You know how it is.
Yeah. Chester, give me the keys to the handcuffs, will you?
Yes, sir. I got them right here. Well, I guess they're over in the...
What's the matter, Chester?
Oh, Mr. Dillon, when we were digging out there, guess I must have lost him.
Chester, can't you file that thing any faster?
You might just well relax, Mr. Dillon. Took a half hour to get that one off Miss Mamie's wrist.
Oh, no. All right, but just hurry.
I'm a-filing as fast as I can.
Matt,
Oh, Doc.
Mamie gave me this bottle of Irish here to make the waiting a little easier. And it's Jameson's.
Oh, well, fine, Doc, fine. Chester, let that go for a minute, huh? And open it up.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dillon.
Can you imagine it, boys? Little Herman Bleecker married for years to a woman like that.
I don't want to imagine. Oh, I'd get nightmares.
Here you go, Mr. Dillon.
Oh, thank you, Chester.
Doc?
Oh, thank you.
Well, gentlemen, here's to the weaker sex.
Mr. Dillon, which one is that?
Gunsmoke, under the direction of Norman Macdonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Les Crutchfield, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were Jeanette Nolan as Mamie, with John Daner, Ralph Moody, and Byron Kane. Parley Bayer is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke. Around Dodge City and in the territory on west, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers. And that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of gun smoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The story of the violence that moved west with young America. The story of a man who moved with it. Matt Dillon, United States Marshal.
what's the rush, Miss Kitty?
Come on, sit down and have a beer with us, Kitty.
I'd love to, Matt, but I just stepped out for some thread. I got to get back to work.
Some thread? That sounds pretty domestic for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's an occasion. I'm making a wedding dress.
What?
Oh, no, Miss Kitty, not you. Oh, my, no.
Well, it isn't for me, Chester. Worse luck. It's for artist Nash. It's going to be beautiful. If I say so myself.
Well, if I ever need a wedding dress made, I'll sure come to you for it.
Well, I'll be here, Matt. Let me know. See you later, boys.
So long, Kitty.
She's a fine girl, Mr. Dillon.
Kitty? Oh, yeah, she's great. She's...
Well, look who's back in town, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, Frank Craig.
Hello, Marshal.
Frank, I never expected you to come back. I don't know what to say to you.
You might say welcome home.
Yeah, I might.
At least you're honest, Marshal.
Sure. Where have you been for the last year?
Out west? Wyoming, to be exact.
And my sympathy for the peace officers of Wyoming.
Man can change, Marshal. You grow up and get over his wildness and start to think about settling down.
Some men can.
Well, I'm one of them. I don't aim to cause any trouble, Marshal. Came back here to marry Artis and take her with me, that's all.
You heard from her since you left?
She's pretty as ever.
She'll pass.
Every man in Dodge was crazy about her. She was my girl from start to finish.
Things can change, Frank.
She's still my girl, Marshal.
Ben Martin might differ with you.
Ben Martin?
Mm-hmm.
That bullneck plowboy? He never had a chance in... What are you saying, Marshal?
You don't aim to cause any trouble, you say, and yet you just happened to roll into town 3 days before Artis is due to marry Ben. You claiming you didn't know about it, huh?
Artis wrote me a farewell letter, Marshal. It doesn't make any difference. Like I said, she's still my girl. She's not marrying Ben or anybody else. Not while I'm alive.
And like I said, Frank, Ben may differ with you.
I used to chase him home crying when we were kids.
I don't think he'll chase that easy now. Ben took over the Circle Bar B. He's got 25 boys riding for him. He's a big man around here. Swings a lot of weight.
Marshal, I said I wasn't looking for trouble, and I meant it. I came back here to get Artis, that's all. If any man tries to stop me, I'll kill him. I'll see you, Marshal.
Chester, see if you can find Ben Martin. Have you meet me over at the jail office.
I thought he was 1,000 miles away, Marshal. I didn't think he'd ever have the nerve to come back.
Well, Ben, the two of you are bound to run into each other, so I figured you'd better know about it.
What's he expect, Marshal? Artis forgot him a week after he left town. Does he expect to force himself on her?
Maybe, you know, Frank.
For my money, he's a crazy, half-wild saddle bum who should have been hung 5 years ago.
He says he's settled down, though, Ben.
He's not going to settle down here.
Look, Ben, I don't like killings. Now, hang on to that temper of yours.
Sure. I'll hang on to it, Marshal, just as long as Frank Craig stays clear of me and stays away from my girl. Otherwise, I tell you right now, Marshal,
Is that you?
Artis. We're in here, honey. Come on in.
Someone said you were here at the jail. Evening, Mr. Dillon.
Miss Nash?
I'm sorry if I interrupted anything, but... Ben, you know who's in town?
Yeah, Frank Craig. That's what we were talking about, honey.
He says he's come back for me. Take me away with him.
What do you mean he says, Miss Nash?
He came to the house a while ago. He knew about Ben and me, that we were going to be married. But he came anyway. I sent him away.
That does it,
All right,
Marshal.
hold it, Ben. Now, there's no harm in him just talking to her.
A man's got a right to protect what's his, Marshal.
Protection's my business, Ben, and as long as I'm Marshal here, it'll keep on being my business. Now, in 3 days, you got a wedding coming up. I'd hate to see it ruined by a killing.
I have nothing against Frank Craig, Mr. Dillon. I wouldn't want him killed.
Neither would I. Oh, good night, Miss Nash. Ben.
All right.
Think it over, Ben. Don't lose your head.
Yeah, sure, Marshal. I'll think it over.
How long are we going to have to keep on riding herd on Frank Craig, Mr. Dillon?
Oh, just till he and Ben meet face to face and have their say, I guess.
My, that Frank Craig sure is a fancy dresser. Silver spurs, red silk handkerchief, yellow boots.
Well, now, here's the marshal, right on the job.
Hiya, Doc.
Well, Matt, I hear we got ourselves a nice little killing coming up.
You hope we have, you mean.
Oh, no, it's not the fee. It's the romance of the thing.
Yeah, sure.
Young man comes back in the West to see his girl, finds she's on the point of marrying somebody
Chester.
else.
Watch me for the play and keep me covered, huh?
I don't know what you mean.
Over there.
Oh.
Ben Martin and two of his boys, they just came in. I'm going to go over to the bar next to Craig. Now keep your head up.
Yes, Mr. Dillon. You better give me some room, Doc.
Al, how are you, Frank?
Yeah, I saw him come in, too. You've been standing over there watching me for 2 hours. And now you come up and speak. I fight my own battles, Marshal.
Frank, the way I'm playing it, there's not going to be a battle. Well, Ben, it's nice to see you.
Marshal, I'd rather you weren't here. I guess you know that.
Yeah, sure, I know that.
Don't worry, Ben. Dillon's neutral. That still gives you 3-1 odds. What more do you want?
Frank, we don't need you in this town. You were gone for a year, and we got along fine. So if you climb on that horse of yours and ride out again, we'll still get along fine.
My girl won't, Ben.
You haven't got a girl in Dodge City, Frank.
Sure I have. And I want to thank you for looking out for her while I was away.
As far as she's concerned, you're still away. I might as well warn you, there are a couple of my boys on guard at her house armed with rifles.
Ben, I never needed a guard to hold her.
If you come within 50 yards, they got orders to kill you. You'll be there from now until the wedding.
Oh, yeah. That wedding. I'm afraid that's been called off, Ben. You see, Artis and I have other plans. We got a wedding of our own coming up.
Well, you dirty darn!
Now, if either one of you draws, he's drawn against me.
I wouldn't draw on him, Marshal. I feel kind of sorry for him.
So help me,
Shut up,
Marshal,
both of you.
I'm gonna...
Now, you both had your say. And each knows how the other one stands. Well, here's my stand. If Ben wants to keep a guard at her house, it's all right with me. You've had a fair warning, Frank, so stay away.
I wish he would try to bother her.
And on the other hand, Ben, Frank's got as much right to the run of the town as you or me or anybody else.
Sure, as long as decent citizens hide their valuables.
You can't go by rumors, Ben. Nobody ever proved a case against him, you know that.
A piece of stout rope would prove
I wouldn't try it, Ben. If you and your boys want a drink now, go on over to the Longhorn. Stay out of the Texas Trail here from now on. You, Frank, stay clear of the Longhorn.
You're quite an optimist, Marshal.
Yeah, maybe so. Well, are you leaving, Ben?
Yeah. I'll be seeing you, Frank. Come on, boy.
Frank, you got nothing to gain here and everything to lose. Miss Nash has made a choice, and whatever was between you once is water down the river. Why don't you pull out?
Because she's still my girl, Matt. I know and she knows, too. You wait and see.
Your move, man.
And let's see now. So I move there. You'll move there. Jump in my king, block the whole corner. No. But if I move here...
Mr. Dillon, you can move.
No, you don't, Chester. No, you don't. I'm playing Matt. Not the both of you.
Well, Chester and I kind of run together, Doc.
Enforcing the law, that's fine. Playing checkers, no. Matt, it's still your move.
Yeah, I know. All right. There.
Oh, well, I'll be...
That's the move I was going to tell you to make, Mr. Dillon.
Thanks, Chester. Doc, you're beat. Let's call a game.
Yeah, you sneaked up on me. That's what you did. You snuck up on me. Oh, well, that's all right, then.
Sure is a quiet night. I figured one of them two would make a play before this.
Yeah. And if we can get past noon tomorrow with Ben and Artis married... Well, even Craig ought to know when he's beaten.
I don't know, Matt. He never did when he was here before.
Well, then he better learn. Trying to get a girl to change her mind is one thing. Bothering a married woman's another.
You know, Mr. Dillon, it seems to me Miss Artis Nash is the one that could put a stop to all this. If she'd just speak her mind out plain... There was... Oh,
Kitty.
now what's the matter?
Kitty, what's
Matt, they want you over at the express office right away. You too, Doc.
Oh, what's wrong?
Hold up, Matt. Somebody shot the clerk. He's dying.
Will you let me through here, please? I'm sorry, mister. One side, please.
Yes, one side, please.
All right, stand back now. Give us some room here. Can you get through, Doc?
Yeah, Matt, I can get through. Yeah, stand back.
Chester, will you move them back? Make them stand back.
Yes, sir, Mr. Dillon.
Yes, let me have a look now. Just let me have a look.
How does it look, Doc?
Well, there's a lot of bleeding, Matt. I don't know. I'll do what I can.
Mr. Dillon.
Easy now, fella. You're going to be all right.
It was one man, Mr. Dillon, wearing a mask over his face. Red silk handkerchief.
A red silk handkerchief.
Well, Frank Craig's the only man in town.
Yeah. I know.
We will return for the second act of Gunsmoke in just a moment. But first, tomorrow night, Vaughn Monroe and his musical company settle down for an evening's melody making at Duke University. Eileen Woods is Vaughn's guest songbird. Band leader Vaughn, the Moon Maids, and the Moon Men join in playing and singing the top tunes of the week. Enjoy every bit of it tomorrow night on CBS Radio. Now, the second act of Gunsmoke.
It's pretty late, Mr. Dillon. Maybe he's not going to come back here.
His bedroll's here, Chester. All his belongings. Man doesn't leave his stuff in a rooming house unless he's planning to come back to it.
He might have got the wind up after he shot that clerk. Maybe he just hit the saddle and lit out.
No, not Frank. That's one thing about him. I've never seen him scared. He'll be here. Sooner or later.
I can't figure him, Mr. Dillon. He must have needed the money awful bad.
Yeah, I guess so.
My, this hiding out in the dark gets on a man's nerves, don't it?
Yeah, it sure does. Help some if we could just smoke. I don't suppose...
Shh. Somebody's coming, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, I hear him. That's him, all right. Now watch it, Chester. All right, hold it, Frank, and don't move. It's Matt Dillon.
Thought it might be somebody else.
Light the lamp, Chester.
Yes, Mr. Dillon.
Frank, I understand you left the Texas Trail right after dark. Nobody's seen you since. Where you been?
Just friendly conversation, Marshal, or is this official?
It's official.
Then I guess I won't answer that.
I see you're still wearing that red silk handkerchief.
Any reason why I shouldn't be? Marshal, what's it all about?
Murder? If that express clerk dies.
I asked you, what's it all about?
Where's the money, Frank?
The way I seem to get it, somebody held up the express office and shot the clerk. You're accusing me. I didn't do it, Marshal.
Where you been?
Sorry, Marshal.
You're under arrest, Frank.
No, I'm afraid not. See, that would ruin all my plans.
You better lay your gun on the table over there.
I'm sorry, Marshal.
Some other time. Look out for the lamp! Grab him, Chester. Don't shoot, but grab him.
Oh, he went through the window, Mr. Dillon.
Never mind, Chester. Grab a blanket. Let's get this fire out before it burns the whole place down. Come on!
Matt, don't look so sour. In an hour, it'll all be over.
Kitty, I'd be a lot surer of that if I had Frank Craig locked up in jail.
No trace of him, huh?
Not a sign.
Then forget about him, Matt. He could be halfway to Wyoming by now.
Well, I wish I could think so.
I wonder what artist Nash is thinking about him.
What business has she got thinking about him when she's going to marry Ben in an hour?
Matt, I'm afraid you'll just never understand women.
Well, who does? Frank Craig's a born drifter. He'll never settle down. He's wild as a range colt. Never been broken, never will be. And sooner or later, he'll come home tight across his saddle. How any girl can get herself interested in a man like that beats me.
Not me, Matt. I know exactly how a girl can get herself interested in a man like that.
What?
I'll see you at the wedding. I gotta help artist finish dressing.
Morning, Miss Kitty.
Morning, Doc.
Hey, good morning, Matt. You working up your courage?
What for, Doc? I'm not getting married. How's the express clerk?
Oh, he's bad. He's getting worse. I don't think he's going to make it. What about Frank Craig?
Nothing, not a sign. I think he's still around town somewhere, but we
Morning,
can't
Mr.
find him.
Dillon.
Well,
Doc?
Doc, look at that.
Well, look, it's an alpaca coat, a boiled shirt, green galluses, and a pink silk tie. Oh, well, Chester, I haven't seen a get-up like that since I hauled out of Boston.
Well, I figured it was only due respect to the bride.
Where's your gun, Chester?
Oh, goodness gracious, Mr. Dillon, you can't wear a gun to a wedding.
Well, at this wedding, even the bridegroom's wearing a gun, Chester. I'm wearing one, and so are you, so you better go get it. Meet me at the church.
Mr. Dillon, she is so pretty, I wish I was marrying her myself.
You better forget it, Chester. Ben's got enough worries as it is.
He sure does look fidgety, all right.
Yeah, he's got reason to.
Room for me here, Matt?
Oh, yeah, sure, Kitty. Here, slide right in here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
My dearly beloved friends and neighbors, it is the privilege of all of us to be gathered here together in the sight of the Lord and in the presence of one another for the purpose of uniting this man and this woman in the bonds of holy matrimony.
It won't be long now,
This
Mr.
fine
Dillon.
young couple
Yeah, the
standing
sooner
around
the better.
Barbara Artis Nash and Benjamin Martin. There is, I am sure, no need to emphasize the solemn and sacred nature of the great institution into which they are about to enter.
I never heard all of this before.
You still want to marry her, Chester?
Wicked world, beyond and above the decay and corruption of the flesh and the devil. Your manifest presence as you come here together, and forsaking all others, stand hand in hand.
Look at the back of the church.
To have,
Yeah,
and hold
Frank
the
Craig.
stay forward.
He's just standing there, Mr. Dillon, just standing there and looking.
Slide out to the side aisle, Chester. Maybe we can get to him quietly without breaking up the meeting.
I think it's already broken up now.
Artist fainted, Mr. Dillon. She fell right on the floor.
Yeah. Come on, Chester. Pardon me. Would you let me through, please? I'm sorry, lady. Would you... One side, please. Huh?
He was right here by the door.
Outside, Chester.
Hell, no sign of him.
Matt, did you find him, Matt?
Not yet, Ben. Put that gun away. You want to kill some bystander in the crowd?
There's only one man I want to kill. I should have done it 3 days ago.
Yeah, I know, Ben. What'd they do with Miss Nash?
I carried her into the minister's study. That dirty, walking right into the church. Scared her out of her wits.
Marshal Dillon.
Oh, over here, Reverend.
Marshal, a terrible thing has happened. He forced his way into my study, pushed me out the door.
Craig?
Yes, he had a horse tied behind the church. He's gone and taken her with him.
He's kidnapped her, Matt. He's kidnapped her.
Save your breath, Ben. Get your horse. Come on, Chester, let's ride.
Never did think we'd get back to town, Mr. Dillon. I'm saddled, sore, and beat.
Yeah, Chester.
100 men hunting him, and he slipped past all of them. I swear I just can't figure it.
Any trace of him, Matt?
Not a sign, Kitty. Some of the boys are still beating the riverbed south, but I don't know.
Guess he kind of made fools of us, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, I guess so, Chester.
Mash,
What?
any luck?
Yeah, sure, Doc. Oh, bad.
Yeah, mine too, man. That clerk died a half hour ago.
So now it's murder, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah. Now it's murder. Hold up, boy. Well, let's go into the office and get out a bulletin. A bulletin. What a good that'll do. Light the lamp, will you, Chester?
Yes, sir. There we are.
Hold it, Matt. You too, Chester. Don't move.
The only place nobody'd ever think of looking. Right here in the jail.
Yeah, that's what we figured.
Well, Miss Nash, you seem to be in pretty fair shape for a kidnapped victim.
I'm not a victim of anything, Mr. Dillon. Unless it's my own foolishness. That's what most people would say, I guess. Maybe they're right. I only know this. When Frank came back to town, I knew then that it wasn't over and never would be. I'm Frank's girl, Mr. Dillon. For better or worse, right or wrong. I'm going with him to Wyoming.
He's wanted on suspicion of murder, Miss Nash.
He didn't do it. He couldn't have. He was with me when it happened.
What did you say?
He slipped past Ben's guards and came to see me. That's why he wouldn't tell you where he'd been. He didn't want to get me in trouble.
He's telling the truth, Marshal.
Yeah, maybe.
Mr. Dillon, you might ask Ben Martin what happened to my red silk scarf. I missed it right after he came to see me that afternoon.
Go on.
He didn't do it for the money. To ruin me once and for all.
If we were lying, we wouldn't have come here, Mr. Dillon.
Yeah, it makes sense, all right, but Chester, who rode up out there?
It's Ben Martin, Mr. Dillon. Think he's coming in here.
Where's your horse, Frank?
In the corral back at the jail.
All right, go out the back way. Get it and head for Wyoming. Take one of my extra horses and leave it at Bison Flats. You can buy another horse from the Indians there.
Matt, I don't know how we can ever thank you for
Never mind that. Just get going before I change my mind. And, good luck to both of you.
Thanks, Mr. Dillon.
Anybody here?
Yeah, come on in, Ben.
Saw the light on. Figured you must be here. Any sign of him? What's the matter?
The clerk died. Why'd you do it, Ben?
I don't know what you mean.
Where's the red scarf you stole from Miss Nash? I gotta arrest you for murder, Ben.
I don't think so, Matt. I don't think I'm going to let you do that.
You've seen me draw before. Now you better give me your gun, Ben. Don't do it the hard way.
What you call the hard way, Matt, may be the easiest way of all. So win or lose, I guess...
Something fell out of his pocket there.
Yeah. His marriage license.
Gunsmoke, under the direction of Norman Macdonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Tonight's story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Les Crutchfield, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Featured in the cast were Herb Ellis, Vivi Janis, Tom Tully, and Barney Phillips. Parley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. Join us again next week as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal, fights to bring law and order out of the wild violence of the West in Gunsmoke. As colorful as a Western roundup and twice the fun. That's the Gene Autry Show, which comes your way every Saturday evening over CBS Radio. It's one of radio's most distinctive programs, flavored to taste with songs of the sagebrush and melodies of the mesquite country. The Gene Autry Show is 30 minutes you'll enjoy, packed full of comedy, songs, and the genial personality of the one and only Gene Autry. The whole Melody Ranch gang is on hand to entertain you tomorrow night, every Saturday night. So tune in the Gene Autry Show and hit the pleasure trail over most of these same CBS stations. Clancy Cassell speaking. And remember, Broadway is My Beat brings you startling mysteries Saturday nights on the CBS Radio Network.